Are we ready for tonight's training? What do you guys think? Throw up some hearts. This is our training time. So our training will be on, dun, 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 here we go. Our training tonight is on vendor events. Has anybody done a vendor show? Feel free to share below. I do know Sandy loves vendor events. Now, these can be simple to big and extravagant, okay? This is just a simple tabletop display. Do you need everything that's pictured in here? No, you don't. One beautiful thing about paparazzi is it is your personality. You can set up your table how you like. You can use the colors that you like. The only thing you can't do is sell it for less than $5, right? You can't sell it for less than $5. But other than that, it's pretty open. So we have 10 things on successful events, okay? So here are some of them that really stand out to me, okay? Location is huge. Like I've done events for the past 15, 16 years for the other network marketing business I was in, along with paparazzi. Think about how long it takes you get to the event, how much it costs to get in, you know, because your time is money. Time is always money, right? If you're going to spend 8 hours driving to events, but you only have 100 pieces of jewelry and you sell all 100, which is, just to be honest, unlikely you'll sell every single piece. It has happened before, but it's unlikely, okay? So say you have 100 pieces of jewelry, but you're going to drive 4 hours there and 4 hours back and pay for a hotel, pay for gas and all that. Do y'all think that would be worth it? Maybe not. But if you have somewhere to stay and you're going to visit a friend and you're going to sleep on her couch and hang out with her family for a couple of days and go do an event with her, totally could be a flip story, okay? But think about location and where it's at. Whether, even if it's in your local town, where's the location at? If you're not sure, go drive by it and visualize it. Is it inside or outside is super, super huge, okay? Especially if you live in Wyoming, right? What do they provide the vendors? It is okay to ask these questions. These are important questions, like no joke. Do you provide chairs, tables, electricity, Wi-Fi, backdrops? If they say no to all of it, great. Then what do you get? You get a space. Perfect. How big is your space? How many customers or foot traffic do they expect? If they've done this event before, they can give you an idea. Yeah. And that's a normal thing. They can. Is there an entrance fee for shoppers? This is huge because if you do a bridal show, you are targeting just brides, their moms, and maybe sisters, cousins, all of that, right? Or if you're doing a home and garden show where it's getting the entire public, you got to think about the people that are coming in. Is it worth doing the event and only selling to a specific crowd of people, right? Let's see. Is the event geared just towards specific crowd, right? Weddings, women's shows, hunting expos are great. Gun shows. How big is your booth? If you just say, I want one booth, you really got to find out. Is it a 4-foot table squished next to another 4-foot table? Then this girl sells candles, right? Ask how big your booth is, okay? This is number 7 is probably the most important out of all of these. Is there another paparazzi consultant? And the reason this one's important because that is one of paparazzi's policies, procedures, rules, whatever you want to call it. You cannot have 2 separate booths of paparazzi at the exact same event. We can't have Brenda Blueberry down on this end and Sarah Strawberry down on this end, both selling paparazzi. For one, it's not going to do either of you good. For two, one of you could be a moldy strawberry and be mean to Brenda Blueberry, and you guys could get in trouble from paparazzi, which would be so dumb. Just don't do it. Always ask. Okay. Now keep in mind, the person organizing that event might not care. Okay. So you always got to ask. Okay. Also ask, is it their first show? If it's their first show, you want to know, okay, what are you doing to advertise it? You know, where's my money going towards, right? What else is going on that weekend? You want to look it up, see what else is going on the exact same weekend that you are going to do this craft show. Now, when it becomes craft fair season, vendor season, which is really heavy in the fall months, there's usually 3 or 4 things going on every day. Every Saturday, there might be 4 or 5 things going on. So your crowd is going to go from event to event. They might not even make your event because they're going to something else. So pay attention to what else is going on those weekends. And number 10 is don't judge the kind of events. We've done hunting and fishing expos. We've done pool party, as in shooting pool parties. We've done roller derby. We've done rock shows. We've done motorcycle clubs. There are so many things. Do not judge. Ask to get in there. Because if you go to, let's see what's coming up, that is one that stood out to me, a holistic event, right? Has anybody been to a holistic fair? If you've gone to one of those, they sell some really cool rocks. They have people reading your hands. They have all kinds of neat things. Why can't you be there? If they'll let you go, you're going to get a complete different crowd than what you would if you were at a Christmas craft show, right? Okay. Always look around. You can find those events on Facebook groups. You can find them on Google. You can just ask your fellow friends that sell things and see if they know of any events coming up. Okay. All right, here is how much jewelry should you bring? Now, if you guys are part of my team, these will be uploaded into our team group and you can print them out if you like. If you are not part of my paparazzi team, they will be available shortly on my Etsy account, okay? But the best bet is bring as much as possible, but not everything, right? Bring as much as possible. For small events, 3 to 4 pieces per person is expected, kind of so you can do some numbers that way. But the more inventory they have, the more they buy. If your display looks empty, they definitely won't buy as much. I do play with my display and I'll take a couple off here and a couple off there so it looks like people are shopping. But you want to have your jewelry set out. You want it to look full and clean, or add some fake plants to make it look professional. Even if you don't have a lot of inventory, spread it out. Create risers with boxes and tablecloths to make them look pretty, and it spreads it out. Let's see. Don't leave money on the table. Bring change for your events. Bring change and have a way to take debit cards, credit cards. Have that system set up. But did I mention bring change? Yes, bring change. Somebody's bound, and lots of people, they want one thing that's $5 and they're going to give you a 20. So there you go. You give them 3 5s back or whatever minus your tax and dollars and quarters. Make sure you have plenty of change. Okay. Plenty of change. Okay. Always be on the lookout for hostesses. That's how you can get more people to see your business, and you can do in-home parties or you could do online parties, right? Let's see what else. Holidays, anytime you can be your biggest month for sales. Right now in the summer, even where I live, there are tons of outdoor events. There are so many different things that you can do. There's reenactments, there's outdoor craft fairs, there's fundraisers, there's all kinds of things that you can sit at, parades, fairs, all of those things. Look into it and ask, okay? Stocking stuffers and little bags that you can make during the holidays. Always have a sign up at your table to sign up to get their information. I love to have something that has, say, find me on social media, like my page and get entered into the drawing, right? Like my business page or like my group, join my group and I'll put you in my drawing. So they have to physically do something to get in there, okay? But always have some box there that they can sign up to win something, because your database is what's going to grow your business, how you keep in touch with them, okay? If you have questions about this, drop them down below. So here's where we find events. Okay. Remember, we mentioned finding within other network marketers, right? People that sell something, Facebook events, shopping, groups, search out groups in your area to see what's going on. Pay attention, right? Chamber of Commerce was something I used years ago, and it's still in some towns have a list. So for where I live, we have something called Visit Casper, and they have a list of every single thing, almost every single thing going on within the community. So look those out. Local newspapers, they're online nowadays, but they still print a couple, but still look for all those things. Bulletin boards are old school, but you can still find them there. So on the right-hand side, I will also upload this as well. And I will also put it online for those that want to get it. But this is the main things that I've used over the years, and I've tweaked it, of things to bring. You can also search these on Google's if you like, okay? But for a home party, ask your home hostess to snap a picture where you're going to be setting up. What? What? Light bulb, right? If she's going to want you set up in her kitchen, tell her, say, send me a picture of your kitchen so then I can visualize how much stuff to bring. Instead of bringing tons and tons of stuff and then you can't use it, or not bringing enough tables because you think she has a big kitchen table. Always ask for that picture when you're going to set up. Always gather up a week before so you can be prepared and think about what you might be forgetting. I always like a checklist. I put it on my phone and be like, okay, don't forget this. Don't forget change, right? If you are doing a home show with somebody, confirm that morning that you're still gonna do it. That you're still gonna do it. So that way you don't load your car up, go to Susie Q's house, and then she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna go have cocktails with my friend at Fuzzy's. Yeah, been there, done that. So always double check. So the main checklist in the center are pretty common things, but as you do these events, more things will pop up. You'll be like, oh, I need XYZ. Oh, I need XYZ over here. So this will change for you and have you how you do your business, but have your checklist, because something will happen and you'll be running out of the house crazy. And guess what you're going to forget? You are going to forget your change. Okay. Now I see something on here that says question on how much change. Change being, you know, $30, $40 in tens, fives, and ones, and some quarters. I usually do 50 to 100 because I don't want to have to go to the bank or have to get change just in case someone brings me a 50. I'm not going to turn a customer away if she brings me a 50 and wants one $5 bracelet. No, I want her $5. Here's tips for events. We kind of covered those on the other page. Same thing. So let's flip to the next one here. This is a slip that I created that you can print out. I do have these 4 to a page I will upload, but you print them out, one sheet of paper, slice them. I like to print on colored paper, black and white on colored paper so they stand out, but they are super simple, right? They really are super simple. If they're interested, they'll click the boxes, they'll check them, whatever, they'll put your information in there, or they'll put their name as Santa Claus and you won't hear from them again. Totally okay. But these are great to have because you're building your database so you can reach out to those folks in the future. All right, y'all. This is where I find a lot of information, and you can as well. Google, Pinterest, YouTube, Etsy as well. I do have an Etsy store where I put a lot of my flyers and things like that for those that are not on my team. You can get those in there and they're super affordable, but there's so much online. YouTube, how to have a vendor show, what to take to a home party. It's all there. Somebody's created it. I have hundreds of videos inside our team page, and anybody is welcome to watch those. Learn from those because we all grow together. So our quote for tonight is, when life gets blurry, adjust your focus. And for those of you that haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is just Jen Gear. That's where these videos will go. I will chop them up. We'll have an entire team video training, and then I'll chop it up to whatever the specific topic is. So you don't need to watch the